Okay, so I guess we're probably recording, possibly. Looks like the numbers are on the top left of the screen. Alright, well, I'm playing in the popper queues, and they're pretty fun. Um, I've been doing pretty poorly lately, but, you know, that's okay. Now, okay, I was thinking about signing in blood, using sign in blood, um, if I didn't hit my third mana drop here, which is my swamp. But since I did hit the third mana drop, I can just cast Ravenous Rats and be happy about that. Alright, it looks like we're playing Affinity. There are a couple Affinity varieties. The most common key cards are, actually forget what they're called, but Russian Knowledge is one of them. Costs 5 mana and you draw however many cards the creature costs. So for instance, with my Ravenous Rat and I cast Rush of Knowledge from 5 mana, I would draw 2 cards. The reason it works so well in Affinity is because you put out creatures with cost like 7 mana, and therefore you draw like 7 cards, which is great. You refill your hand. Other key cards are this behemoth thing that costs 7 mana, and it's a 4/4, but it has affinity for artifacts, so it costs less. Like, that's the whole point of the affinity decks, that everything costs less. Okay, now the question is, do we want to play Ravenous Rats? No, we don't, because we want to get him to bring out another card. Other question is, do we want to hold on to the tendrils instead of casting Sign of Blood? He can't actually cast Rush of Knowledge unless he has it in hand and he drops a Lotus Petal. Or, well, there are a lot of ways that he could do that, so I think I'm going to be on the safe side and hold on to my tendrils, so he can only grab 4 cards instead of the whole 7, which would be pretty terrible. Okay, so obviously we jump here, take a little less damage, and we're going to clear the board. Okay, so we can clear the board on his turn, or on our turn. It really doesn't matter, but I'll clear it now. That means that that thingy in the jiggy, which I still cannot remember the name, costs an extra mana. So he'd have to tap 3 for that. Or now only 2. Well, that's okay as well. Fricks. Sign in Blood. I actually am a bit worried about Rush of Knowledge, but I probably don't need to be. Alright, let's grab another dude, get some more draw out there. So if he's got his behemoth, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Okay. Oh, excellent. Ravenous Rats. Let us attack first. And here we're going to make him discard. If I were him, I would just use my Chromatic Star here. If it's something important, which we are not sure about. Okay, so we're making him discard again. Okay, so he has something important in his hand. I possibly could have waited another turn to use my Ravenous Rats. But then I would have taken a damage from the Crack Clan Shaman. Okay. So our question here is whether we want to disfigure or not. Possibly, is what I would say here. I'm still thinking that I'm going to wait until the beginning of his next turn to do so. And, oh, this is a question. Do we want to play the Ravenous Rats and then... No, I don't think we want to play the Ravenous Rats here. Okay, so I think at the beginning of his turn I shall cast Disfigure. I'm hoping that he'll get rid of one of his manas, so... Or his... Yeah, no, basically just one of his mana, so he can't... Oh, he won't do that. Interesting. Okay, so he's got something in his hand. I've got plenty of removal. Not too worried about that. Like I said, the only thing I'm worried about is him playing a high cast creature, like Quicksilver, and then casting Rush of Knowledge during his turn. But I can just make him discard that right now. So I'll make him discard. I wonder what he has. Probably Rush of Knowledge. So here you see the key point of Affinity. If you cast something like Quicksilver Behemoth, you can draw potentially 7 cards. Now my only question is whether I want to attack with do 3 this turn. And I don't think I particularly want to do that. He might... Oh well, I'm definitely going to not take the damage. So the only way this could have worked out poorly was if he cast Thoughtcast, drew 2 artifacts. That would be the only reason I wouldn't have wanted to. Interesting. I think we'll cast Chittering Rats. Delay his turn by another one. Okay. So, again, the question here is, do we want to play the Rager? It makes next turn lethal. Oh, and then, yes. Okay, of course we play the Rager. Because I have removal for his Disciple if he doesn't cast a creature, and then